Okay, Alpha.
Pragtige oggend hier by Riviera, by die Vaaldam. Kon nie vir beter weer vra nie. Die windjie waai net so lekker saggies, net om die visies bietjie suurstof in die water te sit. Ons almal se lyne is nou net in. Marnus en ek is in 'n span vandag teen Lapper, JC en Wendy. Gaan kyk wie se sak is die grootste en daai ou wen McDonald's.
Lekker.
Big Mac feast.
Yes, maar as Wendy begin visvang is sy in ons spanne.
Alright.
Dan switch ons team. Sy is die draadsitter.
Ja, ons sit vir Wendy 'n net in en ons split die vis halfies.
Yes, there we go. Alright.
Ja, lekker.
100%.
Wendy, you better show up, hè.
I got
Lekker.
Geniet die dag saam met ons. Kom ons kyk of ons julle 'n tip, 'n trick en net 'n lekker dag langs die water kan wys. Dankie.
Enjoy guys. Hey guys, good morning. We're back here at Riviera. Guys, today is casting and more casting. So I've got an open spool with a bottom, and this rod I clipped up at 115, which is a very good distance here. So I'm just going to prepare my 115 trace. I'm using a very soft feed, guys, so I have to use a spring. And while the wind is a little bit from behind, we can get it there quite easily. We will later switch to M2s or maybe short bottoms, but for now the spring will be efficient to get it there. So there we go guys, millie ball on, and on this hook I am only going to do a nice float with a small dough backing for now, and later on we'll switch to the maggots and the worms when they are on the feeding spot. So just a nice yellow, a nice float and a little small dough backing. Where's my dough? Dun 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 dun. Dough. There we go. Just a plain white sweet dough. Just a little bit so that floaty can still stand up straight. So I just use a little piece like that. There we go. Push it back into the ball so it sits nice there aerodynamically. And on this rod, guys, one of my favorite vol combos is going to be, actually let's do something different today, guys. We're going to do a little bit of chakalaka and Bass V2. So chakalaka is the strawberry garlic, Bass V2 is the garlic, almond and TCP. So we're going to mix those two together. And then we're going to try and catch a massive grassy or get the muddies going, guys. So let's check what happens. Just a little bit of the chakalaka. It's still cold. Let's give it a shake. If it doesn't want to come out, there we go. A little bit of chakalaka like that. Vaaldam is also crazy about the red color, so the red must be on the ball, and a little bit of Bass V2s to start it off with, guys. There we go, guys. That's my bait for my 115 rod. Let's see if it catches a fish.
Morning guys, Lappies here from Iron River and Twin Series. I couldn't wait to get my rods in, so I just get them in. I'll show you Oaks the type of traces and the baits I put on, flavors and so on. Haven't fished here for a long while in the Vaaldam, so yeah, can't wait to see what's gonna happen on the other end. Fishing a venue where we need to cast quite far, so I think myself and JC will fit in quite lekker, because we can make a lekker cast every now and then, not always but now and then. What I want to show you is just the dips I put on this morning. So on my right hand rod I started this morning with the flying ant snore shows. The top hook just a little dough with a vampire float, dipped in gum tree, put a little small piece of mealy bomb around the bomb. Just winged it out as far as I can on the bottom trace, just to get that long distance out. Didn't get all of it all the way, so I'll give it about 10 or 20 minutes. Take it out and then really get it to go a long distance. Then on my shorter rod, all I did there is the bottom hook, I just put a piece of little dough. On the top hook, I put a vampire float, little dough on top of that or behind that. And then I started with a little FX and a little chocolate on the bomb. No flavors on the hooks except for the floaty, just those two dips together. Myself and JC, we've got a line clip in at 115 meters. We're trying to get like a little bomb, like a feeding spot going there. So we didn't feed at all, but we're going to start now. So now we're going to start making like a feeding spot. Try and every 15 minutes in and out, in and out, in and out, and just keep on putting a bomb back, because when the fish gets there, it must be food for them to eat. We've got a little pause on the opposite side, where we've made a mark, or we've like allocated a mark to cast to. Myself and JC are going to try and make a little feeding spot there, because from what I've heard, those two on the far end challenged me and JC. Let's see what's the end result here. Maybe they whip us, maybe we whip them, we'll see. Cool, thanks guys, see you later.
Hoor julle, staan hier by 'n pragtige Riviera hier by die Vaaldam. Dam lê verskriklik mooi vanoggend. Die wind waai so 'n bietjie van die kant af, nie te veel nie. In die sloep in, nie te veel nie, net lekker. Ons weet hier van 10 uur af gaan die wind pomp. So ons kapitaliseer op die stil oomblikke. Ek het 'n P5 hierso, skilletjie, bass, onderste hoek, 5 maggots, soet deegie, boonste hoek, harde anysfloutie, sagte deegie. En hy gaan so ver in soos wat ek hom kan kry. Dan my kortstok, het ek 'n 12 voet Odyssey MX3 6500 en met 'n sprinkie, die voer is lekker sag oor dit vroeg in die oggend is. Hy's op 110 geklip. Bass, lotie, gele harde anysfloutie met 'n soet deegie. Hy gaan op so 110 in. Kyk of ons 'n kolletjie kan bou. En ja, kom ons kyk wat gebeur.
At Riviera, it's almost 9 o'clock in the morning, and I put out some feeding balls, and I'm just going to carry on feeding in that spot now. And then on my long rod, I just put a P5 on and casted it as far as I could. We'll see what happens with that one. On this one, I'm going to do 2 garlic floaties on the top hook. A banana floatie.
Ja, die spring goed voor, maar ek sien nou daarom lekker gevang.
Ja, maar nie soos ek gedink het hulle gaan nie, maar ook hulle is nie.
And some dough.
Daai
Almond dough.
Daai dam.
Nee, maar ook net hulle. Al is dit 'n complicated story. Dis nie wat verstaan. Mannetjies vir my, you know what I mean? That's my drift.
Okay. Has been. Okay, has been, and this is 2020. You can't see it on the bottle, but
I want to have it.
it's spirits for the flora. Just smear it a little bit.
Sweet.
So guys, we might have our first fish on for the day. It's very tough here at Riviera. I took a bottom, threw it a hell of a long way into the water. So with this wind at the bottom, the bite indication isn't always as nice as it should be. But hopefully we have our first fish on here, guys. And there it stands. Yes, there it comes. The fish is a fish. Or is it the yellow? Guys, the fish is a fish. It's rolling. Guys, so our first fish is on. It's not the species that we are targeting, but it's a fish nevertheless. So my first fish for the day. It's a yellow, but I'll take it. There we go, guys. Woohoo!
Right julle, so die wind het nou verskriklik begin pomp hierso. Vis is baie stil vandag. So ons het besluit om 'n bottompie met 'n trossie wurms te gooi. Ek en Marnus, ons gaan kyk of dit ook vir ons 'n gelukkie kan bring.
Hey, check it out, guys. Check for strop. Guys, check it, those strings are worm. There we go, it's Charlie time. Fella, vat hom, man.
How's it, guys? We just had our second bite. As you saw, Marnus, he had the first one, a little yellow. But for the conditions for today, any bite's better than none, eh? Even if it's a yellow also. We don't know we got a bite here, so let's see what we can land this time around. Let's see. Crazy wind. At least we got one little yellow there. So that's one on the board. There we go. Lucky guys.
We see that we might have a catfish situation here. So we're gonna start worm needling. We're gonna put a bunch of worms on 2 hooks. And then we're gonna try and see if we can't get the cats going, guys. So basically the worm has like a little saddle on it, so you take the point of the worm needle, you stick it in right behind the saddle and it glides through the worm like that. Check it. And then we do about 7 of those on a hook with a little garlic float in front. I'll show you how that works just now. All right. Alright guys, so we threw that worms with a little bit of chakalaka and a garlic float in front of the worms, and that took what, 20 minutes around, and I think we have another cat on, guys. Let's go get it. Guys, we were expecting a cat, but we caught a nice carp. Let me just put it here over the waters. There we go. Happiness. Say.
Right guys, eventually we have the first one on. Taken a whole day, but once again, but Boxblood and Bass V2 strikes again. Since there's wind blowing, everyone everyone is getting bites, so it's obviously putting some oxygen also in the water. So let's try and land this one, and then yeah, keep you guys updated. Lekker. I'm on here with the fish. It's coming closer now. Feels like a decent fish. As you can see, it pulls some line. So yeah, see my leader there in front. But let's check if we can land it. Giving me some head bumps, I say. Just once again on my pen conflict. And awesome reel this, eh? Just played a bit on the drag, taking some light.
This happened fast and furious, like really quickly. These fish moved into our area. We made a little feeding spot. We just kept on casting on the same area. They came in. We've been quite busy the last few minutes. This guy came on just 2 little does with centis and oxblood on the bomb, and that's okay. He really enjoyed that. We're actually trying to have a little lunch. They won't let us. Here we go. In the net he is. Right. Let that scoreboard tick. Oh, sorry, missed it. One, buddy. I'm sure he'll measure, but it counts, man.
Right julle, tweede kat vir my hier in die Vaaldam vandag. Weer Mitchell Odyssey Conflict 8000, Mitchell Odyssey 13 voet. Ek het hierdie kat gekry. Ek dink ons punte lyk so ver goed. So die wind waai baie lekker hier. Dis 'n ideale tyd om te gooi vir katte. Ons het net karibas gebring, so ek string karibas op 'n bottom. Gooi hulle en ja, dis nou die tweede ouetjie. Hierdie size is nie bad nie. So hopelik kan ons nog 1 of 2 van hulle kry.
Okay guys, so this is my bottom trace. We see the fish doesn't like that bunch of worms, so only 2 to 3 worms. The bottom hook, it's only worms. Top hook, 3 small worms with a little yellow float. So guys, as always, Baz V2 on the ball, and with this one I think I might do a little bit of turbo pine, guys, so let's put that on. With this wind you can put a lot of the Baz V2 on. No wind, less. So let's do that, and maybe with the Baz V2 let's rather go chakalaka, the garlic and strawberry. They seem to like that also at the moment, but that one you don't have to be afraid of. And let it wind dry for a couple of seconds. I think I might have a fish on this rod. Oh, I see there's a stick in the water, but let's see.
Right guys, it's another bite with a shorter rod. This morning we started like putting some baits out, like fishing on a spot there at about 115 meters, and I think those fish have come back. Just put a rod out there, and straight away there was a bite. It took about 15 minutes, but now it feels like he's in a snag there. Let's see, maybe he kicks it out. How's it, guys? So fortunately I got that out of that snag, so he's here close by. We're gonna see if we can land him. He's been taking me for a ride over some other lines, but let's see what's coming up. Hopefully it's a little muddy. It's on that little short rod that we've got. While saying short, it's 150 meters, but in this area where we're fishing now. Oi! There we go. Nice. As you guys can see, that hookup's proper. That's really well done. Right, let's take the hook off, put him in the net. Okay guys, and we're on here with another fish. Last time I said it was a cat and it was a carp, so I'm not making any predictions now. Let's see when it comes out what it is, but it feels nice, so I'm happy guys. Guys, we waited the whole day, and after 2 o'clock the light switch just went on and the fish are biting, so we're having a jolt.
En julle sal sien Marnus het 5 pond lyn op hierdie konflik van hom.
Yeah, so we put on 5-pound line and we cast it as far as we can with bottoms.
So hierdie man het 'n massiewe smile op sy gesig.
Conflict 5000. Mitchell Odyssey 13 foot. What better can you ask for?
Stuck.
It was not a catfish, another carp for me on the worms. Check it out, guys. We're having a blast here at Riviera on the worms, Chakalaka Bass V2. There we go, that's the results.
Alright, this is my other rod, which I'm fishing the worm and 2 maggots, and on top of just maggots, black thunder and white lightning. About to net it, seems like a muddy on here. Like a fat one. Lekker! Right guys, as you can see, a lovely fat muddy. So I can say that black thunder and white lightning definitely catch the muddies as well here in the Vaal. Lekker!
Okay, this is my second fish. I caught a muddy just now. Before I could tell anybody about it, it jumped into the net like it belonged there.
Dankie vir ons wetvis, Wendy.
This fish is for Marnus and Brendan. So they got one each, which is cool. Oh, and I caught it on stinkfritter and a worm and dome.
It's okay, it's going in the net.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's a big one, yeah. Oh, that makes
It'll definitely make it.
Alright guys, the fish here right at the end, right at the end. I'm just waiting for JC to get the net there. Just hang on a second. Jace! Right, just come in there, I'll sort it out. Right, I think that's our last one for the session. Got a like a little yellow. Not going to do pictures, we're just going to slide the okie back. So Jace is getting a big run there, bro. Go!
I'm getting it now, I just want to say, over the blow.
Over the blow.
Right guys, this wind has definitely brought the fish. This is now my other rod, the one that I also caught that nice carp before. The oxblood and the bass V2. Let's check what I have on here. I got a proper run on here.
One times little yellow. Thanks a lot, my boy.
Just keep with twin series, you'll never blank. Pick it up like this, as you can see, what a stunning fish. That's really a decent carp here for the Vaaldam. Such a good privilege. Oxblood, bass V2, what more can I say? Right guys, what an awesome day. Been a difficult day, but with quality products, you can always know that you'll catch quality fish. Once again, oxblood, bass V2, thank you. Twin series, the future of fishing.
Right guys, I don't know what we've been doing wrong the whole day. I think the wind just got right, but the fish are just here. This is one of those the longer rods with a lacquer bottom trace. I casted it out quite far. That rod was in the water for 15 minutes, if that, and it was on quick. Definitely a little carp or something a bit bigger. Let's go get the net, let's go get it. Hi guys, I was wrong again. Definitely not a carp, it's a little yellow, but it's not that little. It's quite good size, small mouth. Yeah, let's get this hook out. Right.
Alright julle, fantastiese dag hier by Riviera tot 'n einde gekom. Ek het lekker katte, Marnus het mooi karpe. Jace het hierdie beautiful fully scaled mirror. Lappies is aan met nog 'n vis. Die oggend was doodstil. vanmiddag van 2 uur af, toe loop hierdie vis julle. So, ek wil nou nie baie praat nie, maar ek dink ek en Marnus het gewen. As jy sien?
Ja,
ek
dink met die nommers is ons even, maar julle het ons gekap in die white. Well done julle, well done.
Nice.
As julle, dankie dat julle saam ons gekyk het. Sien julle weer.
Okay, julle. Cheers guys.